Traveler's Tales. A. We often travel by plane, but we don't use budget airlines. Even though they're cheaper and often fly to the places we want to go, I'd rather pay more money for a bit more comfort. Last Christmas, we wanted to spend the holidays with family and friends in Canada, and we will have a change of flight in Frankfurt, Germany. Unfortunately, the first flight arrived in Frankfurt 1 hour later, and so the time between flights was 45 minutes. We soon realized we weren't going to make it. The airline was good to us, and the other passenger gave us food and a comfortable hotel to sleep in. We got a flight the next morning, but it meant that we missed a big family party. I thought I'd been clever and found a quick way to get to Canada, but I was very wrong. Now I know that I need to have at least 2 hours between flights if I want to be safe. B. We decided to travel across Europe by train. Train travel always looks so romantic in films. I imagine leisurely meals in the dining car and meeting exotic people, followed by a comfortable night's sleep. Things started to go wrong before we had even left. The security and checking for the train from London was just like at an airport, except that the queues were longer. Then, when we got to Brussels, we found that our night train was 3 hours late and there was nowhere to leave our bags. After a very long and not very good meal at the station, it was finally time to get on the night train. It was okay, but the compartment was too hot, and we opened the window. It was too noisy to sleep. The beds were hard and there was no dining car, so everyone went straight to their own compartments and didn't socialize at all. It wasn't quite as I had imagined it. See, we wanted to go to England, but we weren't sure how to travel. We live a long way from an airport, and anyway, none of us like flying. If we went by train, we will have to change 3 times. In the end, we went by coach. It left our hometown at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, as planned, and arrived in London exactly on time, 22 hours later. I wasn't expecting to sleep well, and it wasn't as comfortable as a bed, but it was better than I had imagined. The bus stopped every 4 hours for a rest, and we all got out. Everyone was very friendly and chatted, and the atmosphere was like a party. Then, at 11 o'clock, it all went quiet as people tried to sleep. When I got out in London, half asleep but happy, I felt as if I was saying goodbye to all friends. I'm now planning on doing more traveling by coach. Exercise 1. Read the stories. Decide which stories, A, B, or C, matches each sentence. Some sentences may match more than one story. There were no delays. C. There wasn't enough time to get to a planned location. A. The writer expected to meet other passengers, but there was no chance. B. The writer's journey was not exactly as she had imagined. B. The experience was far better than expected. C. The service was good. C. It was hard to sleep at night. B. They reached their destination too late. A.